Good afternoon, everybody. We're going to have Priceline right here. It's going to report the quarterly earnings, and it's 12:54 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. The date is 8/4/2016. The headline event was the super power option trades that we got going on in Priceline, and we're going to cover that turbo option trading, turbo option trader, turbo option traders. I mean, we own all of the URLs and whatnot. So this is what I'm just going to show everybody that this is a 3-minute chart as it is, and we're going to get it fixed. Option expiration Friday, 8/5/2016 is tomorrow. Right now, we are on these call contracts, and we can clearly show that the 380 call, which is right here, it's right here over to the right. They were $31 or $24.50 by 27.80, 166 contracts traded. That's a 1380 call. How do you like this one? How do you like this one? The 1390 call, up and out of the money. Okay, and remember that these contracts expire tomorrow, but let's go ahead and go back down here and take a look at the 340 put side, which has 134 contracts. The put side is making money right now. They were $36 on the high today on an intraday trade that we did. We are turbooptiontrading.com. Let it be knowing. The 330 put below the market is 31.50 on the highs, and that's when we sold our calls because of the earnings and whatnot. And then we're going to keep you updated with this live turbo option trading. What is it category? It's headline news. Headline quarterly earnings report. Headline news. How to trade the headlines. What the turbo option trading. Come and get here right now and you'll be thanking me. Yes, you will. So here we are, and then we're going to cover it some more as soon as they release a number. It's 1 o'clock p.m. now, and the closing bell has happened, and we got all the option trades, all the power of the option, turbo option trading. .com. How do you like that one? Okay, it's 1353 by 1361. Somebody just got rid of 43,000 shares of it on the close. Let it be known. Their earnings are going to come. What is it? Category? Category is Priceline earnings after hours, trading the headlines and the emotional event. But why are we experts? Because we know how to trade against your so-called professionals. Here we go. We hit 1400. We're at 366. Look at the spike. We hit 1410 right there, man, on that emotional gap. And now we're selling right back down. And how to trade earnings in the after hours. How to buy calls and puts. How to apologized on that one. Now we're back to 1390. Look at this baby go, man. And remember, the 1380 calls that we were showing you and the 1380, which is going to make a big load of money. And right now, in after hours, you can see the price line doing its thing. This is a headline number in quarterly earnings after the closing bell. We do have a program that we teach people how to trade these headlines, what options you should get in and what options you shouldn't. And you can see the bid and ask. Look at that right here, 1360 by 1385. That's a $25 bid and ask range. Try to do that. Try to do that. Why don't you try to do that? We know how to do it. It's 1360 by 1384. Come on, man. You want to learn? Then get over here with this. That's what you got to do. And you know, for the people that are watching this video, you've never been able to do this. And I know you haven't. And here's the other deal. On earnings after hours closing bell, we went over the 1380 call, and these will open up tomorrow. And then there was a 1350 put just in case. And those puts, so the high was $41. We traded those today and got out of these here on the 1350 put when Priceline was pulling back. I've got a 1380 by 1384, and I'm going to be right back. Hold on. One of the things I can say, Priceline sees Q3 at $28.30 to $29.80 versus $28.96. Capital IQ Consensus Estimates. That's what they were. They're the original headline, so that you can see how to trade headlines, and we do have a service for it. And what I am going to say is that the Q2 preliminary number that got this thing here, let's get the option tree out of the way. The thing that got these huge spikes is always going to be the release of that number. So the headline was 1393 versus 1266. That's a huge beat. Revenues were 2.56 billion. Versus the 2.59 billion Capital IQ Consensus Estimates. And that is what's creating the volatility. And, once again, we'd love to bring you through these kind of events. We buy options before they report, but we buy on the low side and the high side in case one of these movements don't work out. And that's fine. We lose money on one side, but we make a lot of money on the other side. And once again, it's just a matter of risk. I want to know how you're going to buy Priceline at $13.66 with an ask is $13.74. We're professionals. We contract. We are market makers, and you can learn that here. Oh, yes, you will. You learn it here. And I am dead serious. So we've seen where on the 3-minute chart we popped to 14.10. And when Priceline said something about that 2.56 billion versus 2.59 billion. And no matter what you want to say or what people want to say, we take these moves, but they missed on the revenue. Okay, the preliminary is one thing, and here's the 3-minute chart on Priceline. Here are the power option. The 1350 puts were tradable today with 754 contracts. Another thing I will tell you is that this is the hype. And you can follow us and make sure you do that so that you too can learn how to be a professional option trader. Remember, we provide you the prices and the sell. And so basically we're still popping. This is 3, 6, 9 minutes. We're headed back up there. There you go. 14.13 is going to print a high. Yes, it did. 14.17. Some more of the headlines are coming out. The company's talking about how great everything was, and it was. But, they had a small miss on the revenue. 418.3. Remember, we bought the $1,400 call way up and out of the money. And if you don't think so, we're going to show you the price again, man. And so basically, here's the price right here. The low was $14, and that's when it was time to buy the $1,400 call way up and out of the money. Because, if you had one contract, your downside would have been $14. But because we're very good at what we do, we believe that we had to buy that $1,400. And remember, the 1380 contract, we got 2 of these contracts at the lows. 2 contracts. I have other traders, have 50 contracts. It takes a lot of money to do that. That was a 1380 call. And one of the things that we're going to show is a 1410 call, which is way up out of the money, $11. So let's say you bought 2 or 3 of these, which you could have, for the lower dollar accounts that are with us. Bam. Bam. So there it is there. That 1390 call, bam, 1955, but it was 25.60 on the high. Yesterday's close was 31.53. That call got marked down $9. And that was the time to get the turbo entry, and our market makers would have did that for you. Yes, that's what they do best. They do best when you're in the live trading room because they want you to make money. All right. I'm going to conclude the report right now, and it's been my pleasure to have had the time with you to take you through the volatility, to take you through the options, knowing how when the call side of the market lost a lot of money. The 1390 call, where my pointer is, was down $11, and that's when we're buyers. I mean, these things were as high. Yesterday, they were 31.53. That was a steal. That was a steal to get involved in the 13.9 call on a headline earnings report out of who? Priceline.